listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo After Show.
Hey, honey boo boos out there. I'm Jenifer Golden, and Bing is for doing, and we are doing another after show for Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, Season 1, Episode 6, A Bunch of Wedgies. As I mentioned, I'm Jenifer Golden, and in the studio tonight we have with me...
Hi, everyone. I am Marisa Serafini.
And I'm Ian Keiser.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
So what did we think about this episode?
I liked it. It was very entertaining, as all episodes usually are. And it was fun to watch.
I'm coming in from the perspective of someone completely fresh, kind of the same thing since the last show I hosted was Jersey Shore, where I was thrown into that world. And the only thing I'd heard about this show was listening to an NPR piece about how Honey Boo Boo was going to destroy America. And that wasn't the case at all with the show that I watched. I found it charming and a wonderful family show.
Well, that's lovely to hear, since we generally are big fans of it. So let's dive right in. The pregnancy. You know, we ended last episode. You didn't see it, but we ended the last episode with Anna being taken to the hospital because baby Caitlyn was trying to push herself out of her biscuit. So tonight we start the episode with, them in the hospital. That was pretty crazy, because didn't you think that they were going to, have a baby tonight?
Yeah, I really thought so, because last week we were showing that her contractions were really close together. And this week, it was pretty much a tease. And it wasn't really as exciting as I thought that was going to be. It was just showing Anna/Chickadee in bed, just sitting there, But I did notice her blood pressure was 106/56, and I honestly thought it was going to be a lot worse. But I just thought that was an interesting factor in it.
Yeah, I mean, I was afraid for the baby, because they made it sound like she was for sure coming out and she was going to be the tiniest little nugget ever.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I was the.
You're like, well, I thought that a baby was coming. Great.
Yeah, I mean, that's
all of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next episode, do you think it's going to happen right away? The next episode?
Well, in some news and gossip, we'll definitely revisit that, because we'll just say it now. Why not? Because
let's go for it.
Talking about it in baby Caitlyn news, apparently she's born. She is now alive and living.
Oh, okay.
People.com reports that the outspoken matriarch Mama June has mocked her 5-week-old granddaughter, Caitlyn, so she's been around for 5 weeks, who was born with 4 fingers and 2 thumbs on the right hand.
Wow.
Yeah, a deformity. However, June says that's not true, that we've embraced the abnormality. It makes Caitlyn more special to us. She was born on July 26th, weighing 6 pounds, 2 ounces. June, herself a teenage mom who was just 15 when she had Anna, Chickadee, has been helping to care for Caitlyn while Anna prepares to finish her senior year of high school in the family's hometown of McIntyre, Georgia.
What's the deformity again?
4 fingers and 2 thumbs.
Oh, I'm thinking spin-off show. I think TLC needs to get all over this.
Right? It's
4
like
fingers and 2. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
They did a show on Siamese twins. Why not?
Absolutely.
And there's that new show with the
Yeah,
two conjoined twins.
right.
So why not?
Is that what the term is? Conjoined, not Siamese. Whoops.
That would make a good show that we would probably watch too.
Yeah, this baby already has its own show. Pretty crazy.
Pretty.
But it's not that surprising that this child would come out with a deformity, not because of the family, but just because
their health issues.
The health issue, but also they're just so funny, and they will own it. Like Mama June's already saying, like, great, we embrace this child with her 6-finger hand. So
take it with a grain of salt, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But how does
they embrace June with her deformed toe, so I think it's only fair that they embrace this baby.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know what 2 thumbs looks like. I can't wait to see a picture. I'm sure they will sell the photos.
Maybe.
What do we think?
I think so.
Big TMZ money.
Everyone's watching the show now, so everyone would probably want to see that.
Definitely.
So
Especially,
I would want to see that.
Yeah. I mean, this is the new star of their family, I think.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Watch out, Alana.
We'll see what happens. But now I want to, before we move on, thank everybody out there for going to our iTunes. You can go to itunes.com/AfterBuzzTV and look at all the shows that AfterBuzz TV is doing, and especially go to Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Definitely, if you can, rate us, comment. We don't have a lot of comments right now, but we do have high ratings. We're top 3 of the network, and we appreciate everybody for going to the website and checking us out and watching our YouTube. We have a lot of views, and definitely go to iTunes and give us some internet love. Tell a friend if you can. That really helps us out, and it'll keep us in the top 3. And we're a new show, so we really do appreciate everybody who's tuning in.
Yeah, and Honey Boo Boo's killing it. We're doing really good.
We are killing it. We're only in our 3rd episode tonight of our after shows. Sure. So to be, that high up there on the ratings.
Can only go up.
Can only go up from here.
Continuing with Chickadee's pregnancy, my question is, how soon before Honey Boo Boo gets pregnant? Not to jump the gun. Now Chickadee's 16, right?
17.
17. All right. Well, that's reasonable, I suppose.
Mama
Not
June was
16,
15 when she had Chickadee.
That's true.
Yeah, and it seems that Honey Boo Boo, as she stated tonight, is ready for thousands and thousands of children.
Thousands.
Now, what would the world look like with thousands and thousands of Honey Boo Boos running around? Could you imagine?
Little redneck Shirley Temples everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're going to need a lot more pageants
Yeah,
for
they
all
are.
those kids.
She is adorable, though. So, and she seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders, so she may not, have an early pregnancy. What we were saying another week was that this might be birth control for the other kids.
Yeah.
Because seeing what the oldest sister is going to be going through with this child, they already experienced having a pig in the house, and that was like that was all of the girls' baby, and that thing squealed a lot, and they were over it. So, they
don't have great parental skills right now.
No, I don't know that they see that in their near future.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a sense because I haven't seen the earlier episodes, but do you guys feel that Chickadee is ready for a baby? Does she know what she's getting herself into at this point?
I don't really think she's ready, so to speak, right now, but she's fortunate she has a family that's very caring and very loving. So she has this big support group to help her through this teenage pregnancy. So, and I think learning from her family, she'll grow into the mother role.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely has a lot of support. Like we saw that at the baby shower. You didn't see that episode, but the whole family was there. It was a ton of people, and everyone seems very supportive of this pregnancy. So I think that she'll be okay, but I don't necessarily think that she's ready. I think her family's ready. I don't know that she is ready. And I think she'll be forced to become ready once the baby the baby did come. So, it'd be interesting to see actually how she's doing as a mother. She did look really scared, though, when she thought the baby was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these kids seem to, from what I've seen on shows like 16 and Pregnant type of thing, they tend to pawn the kid off on the parents. It seems like they have a close family, but I wonder, is June, because she has to spend so much time kind of caring for Honey Boo Boo and her thing, would she be able to care for this baby if it gets pawned off? Or you're saying it would have to be this full family effort?
I think that's a really good question.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
I also do think that since they all live in the same house, that it will be a family affair. So even if, June can't take care of the baby, the 3 other sisters can stay home together while she's with Alana at the pageants.
Yeah, because you never see them alone. They're always together, and you see one person, the next person's in the next room.
I wonder if that's because they know they're filming that day.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll find out.
But again, they're a very tight-knit group, so she's not going through this pregnancy alone. Or this motherhood alone.
Definitely not. But now, speaking of them all doing everything together, How about this diet they're doing? They all went on a diet together because Chubbs was like, of course her name's Chubbs and she wants to go on a diet. She's like, I'm going into high school and I cannot go there looking like this. So the whole family goes on a diet together. And, they do these weigh-ins and they're cheering each other on. And tonight we found out they lost some weight. So, obviously it's working.
I think so too. And losing weight is always good, and in the morale sense, and then doing it with your family, you have other people doing it with you, and that's just encouraging and another motive to keep going. And I find all of them doing it together, that's very supportive. I like that.
Do we know the regimen? Like, what exactly is it? Is it entirely food based? Cutting down on the food? Are they exercising?
I don't think they're exercising. They
went to the water park, so
Right,
that's
yes,
going
exactly.
down those slides, climbing up the slides. I suppose.
But
There's something
that's
there.
another thing that we mentioned last week, that this is a very physically active family, but it's just their eating habits. And I think if they hired a nutrition or something, their weight problem might be a little better.
Plus, health food's more expensive.
That's true.
So they are big into couponing, and they go to auctions and try and get things in bulk and everything for a discount. We don't
auctions.
Yeah,
What
there's
kind of
auctions
auctions
there.
do they really?
Yeah.
It's a regular auctions for regular standard grocery items. Like they would bid on a bag of potato chips, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It is.
And do
it's
they
auction
get
for
them?
food.
Did they get them much cheaper than the
Yeah.
normal price?
Oh yeah, and
For pennies.
pennies, and they.
Where are the Whole Foods auctions going on?
That's what I said
I
last
need my
week.
chai, my mate, tea.
Yerba mate.
Give me that
Organic food.
at a discount.
That's what I was saying, and it's interesting because they are so coupon conscious that you don't see a lot of coupons for the Whole Foods,
you don't.
and I gave Rainforest crackers as an example because those things are like $6.99 for a little box, and like cheese and crackers, it costs you, it's just probably not really on their radar necessarily to eat healthy as we would think of like organic, but probably eat less, you know?
Yeah.
So you see them kind of calling each other out and saying like, "Are you going to eat that? I don't think you should eat that." And, they kind of put each other in check, but then you see them snacking secretly or like...
That's not a bad diet. The scorn of your family when you're going to eat that?
Everybody's
that
watching.
seems to work. Absolutely.
But there was that one moment where I believe it was Pumpkin. They showed her eating the cream cheese,
Right
out
after
of the
they
tub.
weighed each other.
Yeah.
They're eating the cream cheese, and we saw Alana eating that weird...
Was
looks
that
raw bacon.
Raw bacon.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Is that a thing? Do people eat that?
I guess.
She's in store for like a big tapeworm, I think. That cannot be. Well, I guess that's as good a diet as any, Get the
That's
tapeworm
true.
going, eating
I used to say
everything.
that I
else.
wanted
Not that we condone tapeworms.
No. It's a diet, but not a healthy
diet.
diet.
Are we
It's not the
AfterBuzz?
best. It's
That's
not
the
the most
official
ideal.
AfterBuzz. We do not condone tapeworms
disclaimer.
as a diet. There you go.
There we go.
Putting
We
that
said
out
it.
there.
We don't recommend
It's out
it.
there.
It's not. We're not condoning that. But yeah, so of course they get rewarded, and I say of course only because there seems to be a good like, you do this, you get this.
Reward system.
Exactly. It seems to be working. Last week they went tubing and they do all these things together to motivate each other when Alana's sad, or they get rid of the pig, Glitzy. They go, last week they went tubing or mud bogging or whatever that was
yeah,
called.
mud bogging.
Mud
And-
bogging, and they have a great time together. And then this week, the reward for losing weight was the water park, which I think is the ultimate reward because you have to wear a bathing suit.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And plus the kids love it. So
And they've never been to a water park before.
no, they haven't.
So they all
I-
strapped on their bikinis. No, not their bikinis. Actually, Alana was wearing a bikini.
Yeah,
she was quite cute.
She was
in it.
cute. She was adorable.
She was cute. She even said when she was wearing her little life vest, she's like, "I'm like a little fat," or what did she say?
Oh,
The life jacket
life
makes
jacket
me
makes
look
me
like a
look-
chunky lemon.
yes, so good.
She's so cute, and she's just so witty. It's hysterical. But they go to the water park, and you see them, sliding together and talking about their experience. And they're like, "This is the perfect place for fat people. A little lazy water river."
Yes, so good. I liked it when June went down the water slide.
Oh, that just pure enjoy.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah, just a big smile on her face. I
It was
thought
great
that
to
was
see her
great.
so
She
happy and
enjoyed
having
it.
fun.
She enjoyed it.
I mean, these things that they're doing together are probably like really relieving because I'm sure it's not all that easy raising 4 kids and now having a baby on the way, and she's young to be a mom of all of that, and it's got to be kind of exhausting. So she probably thrives on these adventures she does with her girls.
Plus, it's healthy too because it's good family bonding time and you're having fun.
Yeah. I was actually thinking while she was going down the water slide, like, how are they filming that?
That's a great question. Well, they must have some kind of
Well, they showed, I believe it when it was Chubbs, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Chubbs. When she went down the water slide, she had a handheld camera in her hand. I noticed that. And so I think that was the same thing with June when she went down.
Paying attention to details.
That's one of our producers.
Yeah,
So
of
she
course.
knows how we're capturing everything.
Exactly.
Well done.
I'm glad you could fill us in then because I missed that and I was like, what? I was stumped.
Well, and then you had to turn away for a while when the foot came out.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for bringing that up.
And I kept trying to get you to look. I was like, no, you have to talk about this.
I don't blame you. I was bracing myself too. I'm like, I have no idea what this is going to look like. I thought it was going to be really deformed, honestly.
Have you ever seen Total Recall, the first one?
No.
Not
No,
the
never.
first
There's Quado, this kind of monster bursts out of the guy's stomach, and that's kind of what her toe. It looked like there was a little man kind of peering out from underneath the toenail, or the missing part of the toenail. That's
I
what
only
I thought that
looked
looked
up at the very end. So
Yeah.
you were like, you have to see this. And I was like, no, I have a phone call or something that's more pressing right now than watching this scene. But when I did look up, it was just pretty much awful. You know, and she never takes off her socks ever.
No.
And Alana, so smart, even says, you don't even let Sugar Bear see it. You don't even let yourself see it.
Yeah.
You know, because she wears socks. She even gets her socks painted like as though she got a
Over
pedicure.
it.
Well, yeah, I saw
over
that.
the
Wow.
back.
And all of the girls were screaming, that's disgusting. And, you know, it was the reaction she probably assumed she'd get when she took off her socks, but she finally did it.
Yeah, and kudos to her. You know, that had to take a lot of, guts to do that.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
she's obviously insecure about it. And for her to finally man up and just take it off just to, get her kids off her back about it, then good for her.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's kind of fascinating is that she's more afraid of her feet and her forklift foot than she is about her weight or like going in a bathing suit to the water park. And she calls out all these other things about her. And she shows them, obviously, like her neck. She calls it like the jiggle jangle or whatever. And she shows that off. But this foot is like the worst thing that she has ever seen. So she
Oh, and
hides it.
then the kids traumatize her, right? When she takes the saw, they're saying, I'd cut my foot off if I had that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And June,
Poor
you know,
June.
I know.
Yeah, poor June. But, I don't think it was as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was like, yes, it was not pretty to look at, but there's been worse. It could be a lot worse.
That's what she said. She's like, I bet and in the way she said it, which then had subtitles, and we were trying to figure out what she was meaning by it. But she said something about that she couldn't be the only person with a forklift foot out there.
Yeah.
There's got to be other people that this has happened to, so it can't be that crazy.
Unfortunately, I had Jen to translate that because I was like, "What?" She just said words. She put together different words in an arrangement that don't really. There was no like subject and like a predicate. There was no traditional sentence structure. It was just a bunch of words. And then I said, "Jen, what on earth is she talking?" And right away, she's like, "Oh no, she's saying other people had terrible accidents happen at the warehouse she worked at." And okay, so once you watch long enough.
We're getting the vernacular.
Yeah,
We're definitely understanding it a lot better now. And thank God for subtitles.
Seriously, I mean, how crazy is that we were talking about that while watching, that they're speaking English but still have
Yeah.
subtitles. So it's kind of crazy because they're not really speaking perfect English or Oxford English, but they're speaking in English and still need subtitles.
My other question is the language that they speak, is it their own creation, or is that like a hybrid of, it sounds like there's some Georgian, a little like ghetto flavor in
It's
there?
just their
like,
area,
So you think other people in that area talk in kind of and they'd understand the things they're saying?
Well, last week
little
when we
bit.
had Kat Bayless on, she was saying, since she's from Mississippi, I think,
Yeah.
right? She was saying that everybody down there calls everybody like boo boo. So when she says that to people out here, they're like, "Why are you flirting with me?" And she's like, "No, that's just your name. Your name's Boo Boo." So
That's
it's
terrible.
that
All
area.
this time I thought Kat Bayless was coming on to me. I'm just boo-boo like everyone else.
you are. Just
Damn.
so are we.
Yeah.
We are Boo Boo.
Oh, you're boo-boo too.
But I mean, they do have, I think, some of their own lingo because they call each other like Moody Moot and things that we discovered Kat had never heard. So there must be some special things they say to each other.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? More power to them. So they lost weight. They went to the water park. That's pretty awesome. We saw the forklift foot finally. I know we were dying. I wasn't dying to see it, let's be honest. I was not dying to see it. But after all the fun is done, now we have the Rockstar pageant that they're preparing for. So to prepare for the Rockstar pageant, they go to this other pageant called the Rockstar Diva pageant, where they're going to try out the routines. By the way, how much does it cost to do these little ones, these little pageants? It's got to cost a lot.
Yeah, I'd imagine. And to do it at the last minute, too.
Yeah.
Late entry fee, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
I'm sure there was a deadline that was missed. Actually, we don't know. This might be their big plan.
Let's show up, and hopefully we'll get in.
I wonder, though, how much those cost versus the big ones. And then, where does this budget come from?
Well,
That's a good
now,
question.
I'd imagine, the show, they're making money from the show, so that's...
This is something we've
I'm
told
sure
our
that's-
listeners and viewers that we are going to find out for them. We will find out who is footing the bill. I have a friend who knows the agent of the people who do the thing. We'll find out.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. It's in the works. We're also actually...
And that will be an AfterBuzz exclusive.
Of course
Yes.
it will.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
We're also in talks with a Facebook page of Alana. It's the official Facebook page. And I put feelers out, and I'm trying to get them on the show. Even cast crew, whoever will come talk to us, we want them on here. So they actually gave me their PR person's phone number. We're going to be reaching out to them.
Excellent.
So guys, check back with us every week because you never know who will grace the show.
Do you think it's Alana, like on her home computer, just like, you'll have to talk to my PR person,
Yes,
typing away?
I do think she's a 7-year-old. By the way, she just had a birthday. Who can read, write? She can do it all.
She's very precocious
She
for her
is.
age. Like,
She is.
That would not surprise me if that really was.
Do you
her.
know? I don't know the age group. I haven't been around kids in a long time. Is that because to me that seemed head and shoulders above what I would think of a normal 6-year-old. The things that were coming out of her mouth were unbelievable. to me.
Yeah.
Well, we've said that she hangs out with a 32-year-old mom every day. These are her friends because you don't see them hanging out with anybody else. It's her sister that's 12. Her sister's, I forget how old.
15 and 17.
Thank you.
So she's already surrounded by somewhat young adults.
Yeah. So she's growing up fast. It's not like they're babying her. You don't really see them
No.
babying her. The only time they baby her actually is, which brings us right back to the pageant. They baby her during the pageant, and they're like directing her while she's on stage. And she even says, she's like, oh, they're distracting me. And, to talk about her precociousness, she even calls out her sass. She knows.
Yeah, she's like,
She knows what she is.
The pageants, you need to bring your A game, and I always bring my A game.
She's
God
like,
love her.
the judges love my sass. They love me.
Yeah, even when she speaks, she has sass and personality.
See, and it's really cute. I'm curious. Who do you guys think that Honey Boo Boo is going to turn into as an adult? Is she June when she grows up? But I don't think June was catered to that way. She probably didn't have the sass. That's why she is, caring kind of about her family mom. Does that mean that Honey Boo Boo one day? I don't know. Do you see her being self-obsessed and kind of treating people badly, or is there enough of that family stuff to set her right?
Well, my prediction for that is, and this is an unofficial prediction, but that she's going to become a comedian and she's going to call out all the things that she did and just kind of like make fun and just be funny. Like,
So you think she'll get it? She'll have enough
think she'll
sense
get
to
it.
see
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I think she's pretty smart right now. I can only imagine like where her wit and intelligence will take her.
Definitely.
But so this pageant, she's doing all of her routines. She's practicing. She seems to do a great job, and she wins a title of queen.
Yes.
But she
Good for
doesn't
her.
win. Yeah, I know, right? We want to see her win, and but she doesn't win the Grand Supreme title, and she's pretty bummed.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
She was
Ups
robbed.
and downs.
she
She
was
totally
robbed.
deserved
Wait,
it.
Speaking of, we think she does a great job, and we don't really see the other contestants, but we find out at the end, and I was hoping for somebody to give her feedback, but the feedback was so random. It was like her eye contact with the judges. That was it.
That was it.
That kept her from being Grand Supreme. I don't really understand that.
There's more to that.
Yeah. And in fairness, well, they said it's probably because you're looking at your mom too much. June is standing there yelling at the top of
She
her
might as well
lungs at
be on
this
stage.
girl.
And June's actually
It's
dancing
ridiculous.
out the whole routine with her and calling her Smoochie.
They're like yelling on stage, like you are distracting to the viewers.
Yeah.
But it's nice though.
Do you
to
think
see.
that with June is almost like do you think on some subconscious level she's trying to interject herself into to kind
She's
of
living
relive
vicariously
that-
through
right.
Alana.
She definitely is, but I mean, at the same time, you also see the other girls participating and like acting out the routine or doing the routine. And it does seem like a real family affair. This could be their bread and butter. You know, this is the reason they got the show to start, is these pageants. So I think they put a lot of emphasis on her doing well.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe it is a family business that she does these pageants and she wins.
And the pageants is such an integral part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why she's here. So, of course, they're going to always build that up a lot more than what it really is.
Exactly.
But she hasn't won pageants, though.
She hasn't gotten the Grand Supreme title, but she's placed and she's gotten crowns and things, but all she wants is a trophy. That's all she wants.
Give the girl a trophy.
I know,
people.
throw her a bone.
Come on.
Throw her a bone is right. There we go.
Yeah, and I always feel bad when she doesn't win. She starts crying, and like my heart just breaks for her. I'm like, oh goodness. So I was very, very happy when she won Queen tonight. I was like, good for her.
Yes.
She deserves
I
it.
think it is time for some news and gossip. What do you guys think?
I love me some gossip.
TV News.
So, guys, we have a lot of news. In ratings news, actually, we've all been wondering what the ratings have been for the show. Starcasm.net released the ratings for the top 5 episodes, and they've all been between 1.9 million and 2.3 million. So that's pretty good, you know, for a TLC show about this little girl, and it's a spinoff. But HollywoodReporter.com reports that while Honey Boo Boo's ratings and growth are certainly something to brag about for TLC, are they enough to give the series cultural phenomenon status after less than a month on the air? Not yet. Honey Boo Boo is still nowhere near TLC's 2009 Trainwreck TV payday. 9.8 million viewers once tuned in to watch John and Kate Gosselin's marriage unravel after 4 comparatively benign seasons of John and Kate plus 8.
That's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
This is just getting started. Don't worry. There's going to be Honey Boo Boo dolls and clothing line, the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's on its way.
Beginning.
Yeah, they even posted during the show that TLC is selling Honey Boo Boo t-shirts.
By the way, who do you think the target demographic is that's watching this show? Of those million, I mean, is it...
Well, we were talking a couple weeks ago that it's us, the women in their like young 20s, early 30s and stuff
18
like that.
to 34.
There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Oh, we got it. There
Yeah.
you go.
Our
Oh, yeah.
demographic.
2.3 million women 18 to 34 and 2 million women 18 to 49. So still a big bracket.
That's a big range.
Oh, yeah. So some other awesome news. Starcasm.net also released the Redneckopedia. Yes.
Really?
Yes, so we are not the only ones obsessed with their sayings.
Awesome.
Want to hear some?
Please do.
Yes. Elvis, proper noun, Santa Claus's helper. Alana dresses up as Elvis for the Rockstar beauty pageant. Elvis helps Santa Claus make toys. She thinks Elvis is elves.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
So cute.
So cute.
Again, showing her young age, even though she's very precocious, she still is only, 6 in the show, 7 now.
And how cute is she in her Elvis costume, by the way?
So cute.
She definitely knows who Elvis
She
is.
rocked that routine.
Solid Elvis
She did the lip.
impersonation.
She did everything.
Yeah, she did the arms and her knees were awesome.
Rocked the glasses.
Totally.
She was great.
She owned it.
She did own it. Another one, etiquetely. Adjective, well-mannered. No one can be proper and etiquetely all the time. I don't care who you are.
That's getting
Nice.
Webster status within the next year for sure.
Right?
Because I would use
Definitely.
that.
Redneckopedia. Hey.
You best get your etiquette on. Act etiquetely.
My hair's so clean, this fell right off my head. For the listeners out there, my headset just fell right off. Another one, fat cake, noun. Little Debbie snack cakes, or perhaps more often, off-brand Little Debbie snack cakes. I don't think that's on their diet.
No.
No fat cakes.
No. Some more fun news. Starcasm.net also posted, the success seems to have TLC scrambling as they are now back in McIntyre, Georgia, Honey Boo Boo Tropolis, hoping to add more episodes to the 6 originally announced in May. And on the actual Alana Thompson official page on Facebook, Mama June posts, well, only 2 more days and we start filming again for episode 11. I'm excited and doing another pageant this Saturday too. And Anna's B-Day is a week from Tuesday on the 28th. And then another post that same day said, hey everyone, thanks for all your continued support through everything going on right now. We appreciate it very much. Can't wait until Wednesday. We start filming for the 11th episode as well as a new episode of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo at 10 p.m., 9 Central, only on TLC. So here we have it. There's going to be more.
Yes. I mean, and us viewers, we want more.
Watch out, John and Kate. Honey Boo Boo is coming for you.
Yeah, but I think the
Exactly.
fact that they compared Honey Boo Boo already to John and Kate, that's saying something because that was a big show with big following, and to compare that, Honey Boo Boo doing good.
Exactly. I mean, and they obviously see the success and the future success, so they are doing more episodes. And we had said that they must know what they have on their hands because they started with 2 episodes a night and then realized probably they had enough content for
For more.
Yeah.
For more episodes.
Well, we're excited to see that.
Maybe if they had more merchandising.
Well, they're selling
ringtones,
T-shirts. I wonder who gets the profit from that.
I like the pink shirts that they were wearing at the pageant. I don't know if you noticed in the back, but the back they said Divitude.
That's got to be in the
that?
Redneckopedia.
I kind of want that shirt.
Well, I mean, maybe
So, if they have that, maybe.
Get your Divitude on.
Divitude. Spelled DEEVA.
I was reading that. And I was like, what does it even say? I couldn't even sound it out.
Well, now you know.
Thank you. A true fan.
Yes.
And last, in social media news, Huffington Post TV posts, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo also tore up the social media charts. According to the network, the series spawned 13 trending topics on Twitter. And the show even promotes hashtag Honey Boo Boo on screen, and TLC posts it. So, they are all over the place right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I checked on Twitter today, and Honey Boo Boo was blowing up.
Yeah, you tweeted.
Yeah, I did tweet Honey Boo Boo.
And I think, that is all for our show tonight. But where can they find you on Twitter?
I am at Marisa Movies, MARISA Movies.
I'm just going to pop in from time to time and watch a show I haven't seen and give my feedback. So you guys watch out for that.
And what if our awesome viewers and listeners want to talk to you on, say, Twitter? Where would they find you?
Twitter. You can just call my cell phone. It's 847. No, I'm not gonna do that.
So no Twitter.
No Twitter. No.
No Facebook or any?
No, I'm totally off the grid.
Oh, okay.
Well, if anybody ever wants to talk to Ian, you can contact us and we'll talk to him for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can find me at Jen the Jew. And this was a great show, guys.
Yeah. It was really fun. I'm excited for next week.
Me too.
What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the baby will show up. I think she will.
I got another show I'm gonna have to be addicted to now. This is getting TiVo'd every week.
Yep.
That's all there is
It's
to
a good one. Thanks,
I
guys.
don't want to. Yep.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Boo boo later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.